Why do I live too far from home? Why did I change my number? I grew up every 3 meters. Had to create another. First thing in my head and act accordingly like a master. The master of darkness total. Day to time we feel alright. Some wins and losses here. Day my life is split. Can't be ungrateful to the master. Out in the heavens watching my kids and giving guidance. One can in a car. Who got talk and who go listen? Who go change what I'm facing? Who go help you carry pain? And my father, oh, tell me what, my same CCO, same CCO. So why? And my father, tell me what, my same CCO, same CCO. Fire can't be both, got 60 seconds. Everything dead and gone. Many years of hard work, everything wrong. My mama on the line, from another man's land. I feel her voice is shaking, she's very kind of a man. Oh, and my father, oh, tell me what, my senses feel, senses feel. So, and my father, oh, tell me what, my senses feel, senses feel.
It is here at last, Milan's red letter day, Derby Day, a grand tradition since 1908, involving two of the most storied clubs in the entire world. There's so little to separate the teams in terms of prestige, so expect this to be nothing less than a day of storm and tempest, heady ambition and sharp partisanship. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Yes, Peter, this is one of the must-see derbies.
Correa! Xiao tries to clear.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And that could set him on his way. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Thuram. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking.
Shot a goal! DiMarco attempts a clearance. Milan with the corner, they're first.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. DiMarco. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Very nicely done.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
He is just caressing the ball. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Milan!
Chukwueze very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Fofana.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. João Felix. Oh, that's neat. Reinders. It's Fofana. And here's Chukwueze. Oh, great chance. DiMarco defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Pass just lacking in accuracy. João Felix. Now it's Chukwueze. Kyle Walker. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Walker gets across to intercept that. And he skips past his man. Reinders. Half an hour played now. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Thuram. Big chance! Goal! Inter! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Correa. Kyle Walker. And here's Rafael Leao. And here's João Felix. The muscular approach does pay off here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Inter Milan gifted a massive chance. So having trailed, this to go ahead. The comeback is complete. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Chukwueze. Oh, that's a key interception. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. Distributed tidily. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Martinez. Now it's Correa. He's got the shot away! And the referee brings the first half to a close. Inter Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Inter Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Reinders. Rafael Leao. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Thuram. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's João Felix. He has found the way through. That's very neat. Gets his pass away. Spread neatly. Lovely bit of skill. Fofana. Lovely feet. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And he's there to belt it away. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Thuram looking understandably energised after his goal.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Reinders. Barella. Thuram. Barella, who's set up one goal so far. There's no flag. Opts to play it back. And it's hoisted clear. But they've got it again. Chukwueze. It's Fofana. And that should get the job done. That'll be a throw-in.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20. Lascia il campo per il...
Good steal, he just
16.
read it.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And he's picked out the run. Now it's Rafael Leao.
Milan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Aslani. Half an hour gone in the second half. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice physical challenge.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now there's a fine ball. There's the shot! It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 21.
Inter Milan making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
This is quite a battle.
Well, extra time looms now, but that leveller creates great impetus, and they've got to fancy their chances of pinching victory from what looked like the jaws of defeat.
Inter Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Danger averted for now. Taken back almost at once. The final 5 minutes. And he's managed to get free. That's a corner kick. Desperate defending required here. Bastoni clears it away. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
He's looking wide.
Indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Real chance! Fantastic from Korea! And that has raised the roof! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 23, numero 9, numero 11.
Inter Milan making another change here. Inter Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight.
And already we're underway here.
And the shot! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Driving on and making good progress. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, it's nothing new for attacking players to be converted into wing-backs and full-backs. But in this guy, Alphonso Davies, I think we might have uncovered something rather special. The raw pace, the energy, the athleticism. It's an endless drive he seems to have, and it's quite incredible.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence... A decent hit! And he's there to clear it.
Oh, it's die-hard defence, and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Oh, off the bar! And again! Same again, same outcome.
Bayern Munich really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Nicked it back promptly. That's headed upfield. Now it's Correa. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Çalhanoğlu does really well to win the ball there. And smartly reclaimed. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Barella. Thuram. Inter Milan, still without a single shot on target. And Aslani. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Musiala. And it's Müller. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's going to go a long way. And he's managed to get rid.
That's going in strongly.
That is good alertness. Dimarco gets rid without sophistication. Goretzka. Kimmich. Musiala. Musiala really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And no, that was never going to make it. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Correa. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Musiala. Goretzka. That is a great ball. Well, the defence just Kimmich with a definite foul there. And he's going to have his name taken. Correa has it in a wide position. Aslani. Might be danger here. He's had a hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aslani cuts out the pass. Aslani. Martinez. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Bastoni. And here's Thuram. Now it's Correa. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Kimmich deals with that comfortably. Bayern Munich are looking to break at pace. Goretzka. Look at the space here. That is a brilliant interception. And it's half-time here. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Bayern Munich are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Bayern Munich have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Goretzka engages and forces him off the ball. Barella. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Martinez. And here's Thuram. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Martinez. Goretzka. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
This one shapes to shoot! He scores! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Bayern Munich are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Out to the right. Kimmich. Gnabry. Bisek spots it and intercepts. Very nicely done. Ashlani. Barella. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Martinez! Martinez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Pass is just off target. Kimmich. And now the breakaway. And it's Gnabry. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Thuram might just make this. Barella. And here's Çalhanoğlu. Shot could be on. That's good defending, very good defending. And it's Kane. Pavlovic. Looks to go up and over, and he was quick to react. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Lima. Bayern Munich ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Gnabry. Davis. Aimed beyond the defence.
Inter really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Gnabry. 5 minutes left on the clock. Barella. Now it's Martinez. Çalhanoğlu hits one! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Kimmich. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Correa. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kimmich. That's that, the end. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. We have already started here. Aimed beyond the defence. Barella, Inter Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Gnabry. Çalhanoğlu does really well there, he is strong. Has a look and plays it forward. That's a nicely measured pass. And the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, that was all about the quality of the ball, wasn't it? It couldn't have been placed any better.
And it's Goretzka. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's nothing new for attacking players to be converted into wing-backs and full-backs. But in this guy, Alphonso Davies, I think we might have uncovered something.
He's got a side of goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bayern Munich with the corner, they're first. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Correa. Correa! Goal! Inter! So what's your view on that goal then?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
That's a shade optimistic. Long ball looking to counter. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Bisek. Now it's Correa. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Thuram. Now it's Thuram. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kimmich really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Goretzka. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Thuram. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ashlani. Gnabry. Coman. Now that looks a decent ball. And they've got rid. Barella. Nicely aimed pass. Musiala. Musiala! It's in! Bayern Munich are all square. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Musiala. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Çalhanoğlu running with the ball. Nice bit of trickery. Çalhanoğlu shifted it to the flank. Çalhanoğlu. Goretzka. Coman. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Inter Milan finding their passes. There's the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Çalhanoğlu did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Musiala. And here's Canabria. Musiala. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And that's the second half started. Oh, that's well spotted. Coman. Musiala. Goretzka.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Musiala. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Asllani. And it's Correa. Now Martinez. Çalhanoğlu. Ah, he's given it now, the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Çalhanoğlu. Musiala looking to add to his goal. Kane.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Cambio di giocatori.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And it's Damian. Now it's Thuram. Müller. Barella. And here's Thuram. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Now it's Sané. That is lovely. Well read, and the danger is averted. Bisek gets rid without sophistication. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pavlovic. Kane. Great ball, and he's in here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Barella. Kimmich. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Kimmich does really well to win the ball there. Sané. Barella with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Müller. Now it's Coman. The ball has bounced loose now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's heaved it away. Çalhanoğlu.
Bayern Munich showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Kimmich. Müller. Tries a shot! Goal! Bayern Munich! And the comeback is complete. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Bayern Munich go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Kane. Oh, nice touch. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Martinez. Change of plan here, perhaps. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Stanisic gets good distance on it. And it's played forward. Deftly away. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Pavlovic with the clearance. And here's Lautaro Martinez. That's that, the end. Inter Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability.